If you just bought a Tesla and you wanted to find out some of the cool tips and tricks that you wanted to get into, first of all, obviously you want to push on these 3 buttons right here. And then one of the first cool features you want to do if you are charging is you can just push on this theater button right here. Now, if you have a Netflix account, you're going to have to sign in. Same with Disney. YouTube you can use freely. Twitch, you're going to need to sign in, and the tutorials are there just in case you didn't want to watch my videos. One of the next coolest features that I like and my kids seem to enjoy as well is, of course, the arcade, which is this one right here. And you can see beach buggy racing, one of my favorites. And what I do like about it is when you push play game, you can actually use the steering wheel, which you can see there, as the remote basically for the game. So you can actually turn the wheel and it would be like steer by wire basically. There are also multiple other games. A lot of them are pretty much older style games. There's some Sudoku, Solitaire. Skyforce here is really good. I enjoy playing. It's like a arcade airplane shooter game. And the list goes on here. There's quite a few older PC games that you might recognize, like 2048 and Asteroids there. And Super Breakout is quite fun. The list goes on for a little while longer. And that would be it for the arcade. So again, you can get into that during charging, or if your kids want to just hang out in the car in the driveway or wherever you're at. Moving on now to one of my other favorite features, which would be this one here, the toy box. So you want to go ahead and just look down at the bottom at first. So if you ever wanted to schedule a light show, you can go here. But what's super cool about the new updates is when you click schedule show, you can see here Cyber Symphony. If you just hit that arrow, you've actually got 5 different light shows that you can use. And if you wanted to go ahead and join up with some other Teslas, for example, and do a light show at the exact same time, it would be completely coordinated because you can pick by the minute when your light show would start. And you would just confirm that down at the bottom and enjoy the show. If you finished up with the light show, there's of course the emissions button down here, which would give you those beautiful farting sounds when everyone sits in the car. Colorizer I use a lot. Every time you feel like it, you can kind of change the color of the vehicle, or you can just leave it matching to what your actual paint job is, or wrap. In case you wanted to change your wrap, you can go ahead and just hit colorizer when you're done your wrap job, and you can go ahead and select from any color realistically using the dial here. And super cool details is you can get solid metallic or matte finish on your actual display here. I have the pearl white, and you can spin it around. Obviously, when you open the windows again, same thing like any other Tesla, it'll actually show up on the screen. I always think that's super cool. You can see I'm charging, charge port's open there. You don't actually see the cable in the visual, but it is pretty good. After playing around with the colorizer, you might want to go ahead and look at Boombox, which is a super cool feature, especially in parking lots, tailgating, or just out front of your house. If you wanted to have a good time, you can go ahead and click on that. And up here, one of the best features is play current media, which would go ahead and play whatever song you got lined up playing through your phone, through the Bluetooth, and it would go ahead and play on the exterior speakers of the Tesla. So not a lot of people know about that. Just wanted to share that it's quite an interesting vehicle when you can just hang out and play your favorite tunes, not have to bring a boombox anywhere, and minimal battery wasting when you're using that. I've barely seen 1% ever listening to music or doing a light show. Second thing, you have the megaphone there, which is another super cool feature. almost like being in a cop car. You can actually speak in the vehicle and everyone can hear you outside. Anything you're saying actually goes through the phone mic, which is super clear. So you can actually sit here and talk, change your voice tone, and that would be played outside. So you can play a prank with someone, scare people for fun during Halloween, get people to move out of the way. There's many reasons you would use that, but to each his own. Another cool thing about the boombox feature is the horn sounds. So you can go ahead and select where it says horn sound. You would hit that. That would just turn on that selector. And then you could see the drop down arrow. If you hit that, you would just go ahead and see the list of multiple different sounds that you can use on your horn. So you could actually hit the horn and the vehicle would do any of those sounds that you selected. You can also replace your horn with that. On the USB, if added, you can select your own sounds. Next up on the list for cool things to do inside a Tesla would be the tracks button here. So you would just select down at the bottom between boombox and romance. You can see the tracks button there, and once you hit let's jam, it actually loads up a full-on music production software suite. So you can let it load up. It shouldn't take more than a couple seconds like that, and it's fairly straightforward to use. You've got the BPM up top for all the music lovers. I have it set at 140 BPM right now, and I will spend time making some music on the next video. If you subscribe, you'll see that. Make sure to do that so YouTube sees that in the algorithm and you'll see more videos like this. On the left side here, you can select your different track and what sound is going to come out of that track. And then you could actually just tap on the squares to fill in your beat notes, and all of a sudden, you're a music production professional.